turn your microphone on, because if you don't, you can't hear what I say. Good evening. It's 7:08, and we're live with Boogie with the Bull, Uncensored, this Thursday night. That means if you come into one of the live chats, either here on Facebook on my profile or the YouTube channel, www.youtube.com/@Dave Globin, and that will bring you here. Before we went live today, we read an article and we tried to confirm that the article was in fact correct, that the number two in the Biden administration over at the Justice Department is under scrutiny tonight for shielding Microsoft in matters that involve cybersecurity. And then later, when she left the Justice Department, she took a job at Microsoft. The AI that we tried to confirm it all with said, no, it's not true. Left, came back, asked the AI again exactly the same way, and was told, yes, she did, in fact, take the job at Microsoft. And yes, she did, in fact, shield Microsoft in matters against cybersecurity. So I guess that proves that AI is not a perfect thing in some regards. What AI likes to call themselves is they are entertaining and informative. Well, they were informative because they've got all these news stories and they say no, and then they turned right around and looked at all of these news stories and said, yes, she was. So that leaves me in a quandary. If I was a big staff production trying to do this, we would probably relieve that AI of its responsibility, because you can't do that. 10 minutes before we go live, if I run something by you because I want to make sure that I'm right, and you say I'm wrong, and then I turn around and ask you again the same exact way, is she under scrutiny for what she did at the Justice Department, and is she under scrutiny for taking a job at Microsoft after she left the Justice Department? And that AI telling me, yes, she is under scrutiny for what she did for Microsoft while she was at the Justice Department, and she's under scrutiny for taking the job. If a Republican had done that during the time that she was the number two at the Justice Department, she would be all over them. So accept political theater for what it is. Okay? I'm ticked off when someone tells me that I'm wrong, and I crossed all my T's and dotted all my I's and made sure I had all of the facts. And you tell me I'm wrong, and then you turn around and give me back, force feed me my own information. And if that's the case, then I really have little use for an AI. Second to, I used AI to help me set up the first steering wheel that I had, and after 6 hours of dealing with it, Donna said to me, it's just giving you the same answers in circles again. And if that's what it's doing, then what I needed it for at that point of confirming the facts that I had, getting facts that it might have had, and putting something together, that AI did not help me. I wrote that AI's whole report, and now that AI may be able to use that report. I don't know. I don't care. You know, just shows you that some of them, like I said, are entertainment and information. Some of them are information that is right. Some of them just don't know. They'll try to get you into something else. Anyway, it's a good night to play a computer driving game. I've been playing a lot of those lately, and I put a lot of cars on my page, and I've even put a lot of the videos that these content farms, as they're called, make out of the games that they play that I haven't moved to yet. Because I just don't want to be bogged down in this stuff anymore. Looking for the right information, and I have to tell an AI the right information. It has to tell me I'm wrong, and then it has to turn around and tell me I'm right. What is the point? So it's 7:14, and I'm going to apologize that this may not hit Facebook for about 15 minutes because 3 times in putting the podcast together, I hit the wrong button and jettisoned the restream away from us. So it's abbreviated in its look tonight, but you'll see me talking on my page, and you'll know that I'm on. Matter of fact, I got to hit this and slide this up. Okay, yeah, we haven't hit Facebook yet, so it just means that we're going to get there when we get there. So I hope you watch tonight. I hope you have a good time. I hope you maybe find questions to ask or had something to say, and you join us on the American Rebellion tomorrow night at 7 p.m. And during my turn, when it's my turn, I'll answer any questions that you might have, because you may not be here to answer, or excuse me, you may not be here to ask me any questions that you want to ask or be answered. Like, how was your day? How was your day? How did it start out? Ours started out by gas prices are under $4 where we buy gas here in Orange Park, Florida, where we buy gas, because we're in that area a lot. BJ's Orange Park prices are $3.99 a gallon. That is 1 penny under $4, which is fine. That's probably why they did it, because it probably still, in theory, you're still paying $4 for a gallon, because $3.99 is actually $4 a gallon. So, because you don't get that tenth of a cent back, you just spend it and hope that one day you get something for it. I don't know. Anyway, we're not on Facebook yet. We haven't made it there yet. We'll be live on my profile if we make it that far. Or we'll be on tape on my profile, and we'll be on tape on the Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel, www.youtube.com/@Dave Golovin. Anyway, it's hot here in Florida. It's running hot lately in the let me slide over and hit this button and give it a second to shift to this page. If it warms up. There, it's coming. 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 Bear with me just a moment. There it is. 82 degrees. That feels like 8 degrees. And it is partly sunny right now. The air quality is 37, which means a lot of people are probably having trouble breathing tonight. And I feel sorry for you. The winds are 10 miles per hour from the east, I believe it says. And humidity is 72%, means we could see some rain. Visibility is almost 10 miles, and the pressure is 29.99 inches, I think. And the dew point is 72. So, yeah, it's a hot day outside. Jacksonville, Florida, you're looking at 82 degrees, if not higher. Possibly 90 degrees tonight. I don't know. I hope not. Because that's really not sleeping weather unless you sleep with an air conditioner like we do. Which will help, or you drive around in a car with working air conditioning, you get a chance to relax comfortably while you're driving around. So I think I said it all about the AI, and I think I'm going to go play a driving game. I don't know which one I'm going to play tonight. Last night, just before the American Rebellion went on, I played a pickup truck driving game, four-wheel drive. I can't speak. Four-wheel drive pickup truck around, and I mastered that game pretty quick because the object of that game is to get past a roadblock, either figure out how to drive through it in a four-wheel drive vehicle or drive around it in a four-wheel drive vehicle, and then it takes you back. Either way you turn, left or right, once you get past it, brings you back in a circle to where the game started. So I figured that one out last night. I played another one called Limo. I forget what it's called, but I didn't like the camera shot because it looks down on the limousine from up above, like a drone shot, and then you have to drive. That's kind of hard to do. So I played that one a little bit. I play a lot of traffic games that you got to whip around through traffic as you go. Sometimes you have to beat the clock, and sometimes you just have to avoid getting into accidents. And being a long-time driver, that's fun for me. Probably not fun for everybody else. Jerry Michaels is in the chat lounge on my profile here on the Facebook side of things, and wish him a good evening and thanks for stopping by. I'm going to probably wrap this up pretty quick, as I said. So when you see it on Facebook, it'll start with probably the 15 minutes that you might not have gotten because of the delay with Restream. But, my suggestion is when you're putting your podcast together, either set up your studio well in advance, test it all in advance to make sure it works in advance, and then put your show together. And after you put your show together, share your podcast everywhere you can so that it's not just on the FB, it's not just on the YouTube, it's on streetlock.com, which we do sometimes, it's on Gab sometimes, it's on MeWe, yes, they're still around, it's on Parler every once in a while, it's on Wimkin every once in a while, but Wimkin, I think, costs us money now, but I do it the old school way. I go in there and put the link on a post and send it through, and I don't have to pay. They, I guess, allow you to do that. X does that too. We do that on X, but we might, because there's such a good deal on X right now. It's like $4 a month. So we may make some changes around here, which will free up the $4 a month to be able to be over on X as well. I don't know. I like doing it old school. I really do. You know, every once in a while, just being able to say, "Hey, I know you do it this newfangled way that's supposed to make it easy, but hey, if you do this and you do this and you do this, you can get there the old school way, and it's just as easy, and you don't get all flustered and crazy in trying to do it." 7:24, so we're at 36 minutes before 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock is pill time. As you know, alarms go crazy on this end. They won't go crazy tonight because the only one that you're going to hear is my phone and the laptop in front of me. Actually, you may not hear my phone because I turned the volume down before we went on the air. So you may only hear the 8 o'clock alarm, which means I'm going to be out of here before the alarm goes off. Hey, if anybody has a really cool alarm that you really like, send it to me in Messenger. Dave Glovin here on the FB. And if I like it, I might pick that one if it's available on my phone. And if it is, I have no, I don't have that, but I have something else. I have some neat surprises for you if we pick your alarm as a new calm sounding, cool sounding 8 o'clock Boogie with a Bowl alarm. Yeah, I was gonna say I have a coffee cup I give you, but I don't know if I do have that coffee cup or not. Anyway, I have one on my desk that I use to hold my pens, and I think I have another one, and that one I think is slightly different, so I think I'm going to keep them both. But anyway, hey, if you want to be part of a Boogie with the Bull Uncensored broadcast, if we can do it at the time you want to do it, we will do it. If we can't, then it will be Thursdays at 7 p.m. The overflow, if we go over 2 hours, would probably be Sunday at 7 p.m., but I don't really know about that for sure. Usually, you can get most of it done in 2 hours maximum. Get it done in an hour minimum. Sometimes you can get it done in a lot less. But read the newspaper, watch the news, the favorite news source of yours. Watch it. Don't listen to this person watches CNN and takes everything with a grain of salt. And this person watches MSNBC or whatever they are now, and this person reads the Wall Street Journal, and that person reads something else. And just read and keep your ear to the grindstone. It didn't really come out right, but keep your ear focused and pay attention to what is happening around you, and you will learn a lot. But at the same time, make sure you allow some time each day to just take your computer and go in a completely opposite direction. Because social media has really become unsocial media in a lot of senses. And, you try to do the right thing, and you get chewed out, yelled at, and reported for doing the right thing. And it's just not worth it anymore. So we are getting closer to that broadcast that will feature probably enough copyright violations to get me fired from Facebook once and for all. And I've been here for 17 years, and I've said it for 17 years. And It goes back to Don Blue at KYUU in San Francisco when he was there. He used to play the song that would probably get him fired from a commercial radio station. And I would play the same song at the same time on the college station and call it the song that might get me hired at a commercial radio station. And as long as I don't fall asleep, because that's why I got fired from the commercial radio station I was at. But anyway, yeah. But just anything and everything about music, because I thought that would be cool. And one night, maybe one time, anything and everything about cars. Your car, the car you want, if you could buy one. Cars that you like, cars that I like, cars that are just cars. And then if you are a gamer like I'm becoming, the cars and the games, and which cars you play in which games, because I'm noticing that they gravitate around the small ones, that when I can find cars about the size or look of a Mini Cooper is what I like. Although in one game it's a 69 Firebird. No, it's a Mercury. So it's a 69 Mercury, I think. Cougar. And in a couple of games I play, it's limousines of different kinds. In one game it's a Lincoln Town Car limousine. And in another game, it's a Hummer Stretch. So, but, a lot there we could talk about in the car world, a lot there we could talk about in the music world. And I'll leave you with this. If you are a musician or any kind of entertainer, and you're on Facebook telling people that if you support Donald Trump, you can't listen to my music. You can't buy my music. You can't go to my concerts. You can't go to my movies. You can't go to my shows. Whatever it is, you can't. I'm 64 years old. And 64 years ago, we understood that it was our money that made your money. And we gave it to you willingly because we wanted to do so. So I grew up, you grew up in an industry that depends on people giving you money, not just the money from corporations to sponsor your shows, because you can lose that just as easily for, as far as I'm concerned, saying stupid things. Stop telling me that you're going to leave the United States of America and go somewhere else, because I'll bet you a penny just to win something. I'll bet you a penny that says you're not going to leave the United States of America. You're just going to use that studio that's hidden in your house somewhere and make everybody think you're in another country. You're going to be like Rosie O, who left and went to Ireland, and I guess had all kinds of problems, and then had decided that she was coming back to the United States, I think because her daughter was unhappy being in Ireland and wanted to be in the United States with all of her friends. And we invited, in the list of people that will probably never accept their invitation, we invited Rosie to come on and speak about it. Purely not Republican against Democrat or Democrat against Republican or whatever she is. We're just going to have some fun and talk about it. Why would you leave the United States, where you're talking bad about the United States and about the president of the United States, and go to another country where you can do it and probably get deported from that country if you do? because they're probably friends with the United States. It just seems to make more sense to me to stay here where you can use the First Amendment to say what you want and mean what you say. And that's really where it is. So Boogie with the Bull Uncensored is every Thursday night at 7 p.m. Eastern, so adjust your body accordingly and be here and have a good time. I know I messed it up tonight, so we didn't fill the 2 chat rooms with people to be here. But sometimes you just gotta say, I screwed it up enough. I'm just gonna go with it. And that's what I did. I had set it all up, and then I went to Facebook to give the link to 2 people, and if they were available, and I screwed it up 3 times. So on the 3rd time, we finally just said, you know what, slow down, just get it on. It'll look like whatever it looks like, and it really is that easy. Just open the camera, and which is right there on the laptop, and aim it at your face. And if you're using a microphone, adjust the microphone so it's there at your face. If you wear headphones, make sure they're on and you're hearing through them. I didn't have to wear them tonight because Donna's in the bedroom, I think, watching TV. And there was no reason to wear them tonight. So I'm taking a break from wearing my headphones because I've been wearing them a lot playing the game so that I don't bother anybody, her, when she's watching TV here in the living room, because that's where I do my thing. So anyway, anybody who sees this or anybody who's out in the newsfeed that might see it, thank you. Anybody who watches after we send it over to Facebook and YouTube, thank you. And we're not trying to be the biggest. We are trying to be the best. But that's just me. I'm a OCD perfectionist. And, just thank you. That's all I'm going to say on that one is thank you. And if you want to be part of Thursday night, 7 p.m. Boogie with the Bull Uncensored, please let me know and I'll send you a link. The only rule I have is that everybody gets a seat at the table. Everybody gets to talk, a turn to talk at the table, and everybody respects everybody while we do the broadcast. If you want to go to hating everybody, again, when you leave the broadcast, once you're out the green room, you're more than welcome to go back to hating everybody if that's what you want. I've done broadcasts where everybody, me included, didn't like it, any of the people that we were doing it with, but we did it. I think it was just to prove that we could actually do it. We put all the radio stations together, so everybody was there and everybody could hear us wherever they were, just to prove that we could do it. And maybe sometime we'll try that with fellow restreamers, and we'll all add our channels together, and we'll see if how that would go. I've always wanted to try it because in the event of a national emergency, I thought it would be cool to link us all together so that we could give our news from different parts of the country all in one place so that you wouldn't have to be going up and down the dial trying to find everywhere you want to listen. So, on that thought, tonight, listen to my friend Dan Ray. He will be on WBZ 10:30 a.m. You can hear them in 38 states, which includes Florida, I believe, and you can hear them in 6 Canadian provinces. They're on from 8:05 to midnight. And then, if you want, you can go on to Facebook and watch Nightside Post Show, which is really cool. Everybody talks for, I don't know how long it goes. I've not made it to that. I watched the pregame show when I can, and I try to share it when I can. I did share it today. I did get recognized by Dan because I freaked him out because I guess I happened to be there. And the only reason that I even remembered that he was on, he's generally on at about 4:30 in the afternoon, and it goes about a half an hour. Was I was watching reels and I went to the next reel and it was Nightside pregame. So that was fun. Also catch the Jim Price Show Daily Update. The Jim Price Show Daily Update. I have to be sure I say it the right way. And you will learn things that you didn't even know that you knew. And sometimes you'll learn things that you didn't even know you didn't know. But it's fun. He's over on Rumble. He's over on Facebook. So you can watch her. He maybe some other places too, and I'm sure he'll tell you if you ask him. Or you can tell him that you took it from wherever and shared it from wherever. Boogie with the Bull Uncensored, if you take it and share it off of Facebook, go to the YouTube channel and share the YouTube channel because we're monetizing the YouTube channel when we get the chance to do it. We still have to get more subscribers. I think the last time I checked we had 32, and you have to have 1,000 that watch 4,000 hours. And I'm not sure how easy that is to do anymore because we're only doing one show a week. So I don't know. I do not know how easy it will be to reach 1,000. But anyway, that's the one we monetize on. We don't really worry about monetizing on Facebook. They told me I was able to do so, and they told me the final steps that I had to jump through in order to do it, and I did it. And I made, in the first 2 months, about 40 cents. But then they told me that you have to make $24.60 more, or $25 before we can pay you. So I'm stuck. I think I complained about that enough times that they probably took it away from me because I don't see insights or insights on any of my posts that I write anymore. So I just don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it. Just wake up every morning and type a good morning to everybody and hope that people say good morning back to me as I drink my coffee and drive my cars and come back to Facebook and play with my two groups, which are Boogie with the Bull Uncensored public group and Red Patriots for America, which is a private group. And I'm also in several others that I serve as an admin too. I help John Johnson with Donald Trump. And it's the one that has a red and white flag with Donald Trump pressed on it so that you know that you're looking at the right one. I help him out. I try to help Art Sessa with Conservative Freedom Defenders. as often as I can get in there and make sure. And usually looks okay. And in some cases, I'll help other people, but I'm not going to go crazy like I did before. MAGA News Nation, if you're looking for it, was jettisoned into the Facebook uh, sphere, as I call it. It's up for grabs. Anybody who sees it can contact Facebook if you really want it. Uh, I think it had 479 members, and We Need Patriots was jettisoned too, and I think it had just under 900 members. And it's in the Facebook sphere floating around, and if you see it, you can grab it too. Uh, I might even come back and help you if you ask me to, but it's floating around the Facebook sphere, and if you jump through hoops at Facebook and they tell you you can have it, then I might help you with We Need Patriots. Uh, anyway, let's see. It's 7:44, and I really want to be gone before my alarms go off at 8 o'clock and make a bunch of noise. So I'm going to say thank you to everybody who sat there and listened to what I was doing. I can't. I think it's supposed to be monetized now on YouTube, so I will check it out later. Well, the way I understand it is, like I said, you have to have 1,000 subscribers who have watched you 4,000 hours, and then I think you have to maintain that they watch you 4,000 hours a month on total. That all of your subscribers are watching you a total of 4,000 hours a month. Not each one has to watch 4,000 hours a month. They can't do that anyway because we're on, at the maximum, we're on 8 hours a month. But that's what we do. And Eric, Ryan, McCarty, it's very nice to have you over on YouTube. And let's see, Jerry's over on YouTube too. And I'm on YouTube on my desk just to watch the YouTube chat room because sometimes you need to watch the chat rooms. It's a hard thing anyway. But I think we have come to the end. I think we kind of rambled for as long as we needed to ramble. So come next Thursday at 7 o'clock and bring a topic with you. If you're in either of the live chats, my profile on Facebook, or the Boogie with the Bull YouTube channel, bring a topic, something that's important to you. Take your turn on the floor, present it, and then we will probably kick it around for a while. And then it'll be someone's turn on the broadcast, if there's more than one, or podcast, to do the same thing. Or I might do the same thing, or we'll just talk, because people don't talk anymore. They really don't. You know? Everybody's too busy doing everything to do it better than everybody else, and be something that they might be. We've been doing this for about 6 years, but Michael Anthony tells me he thinks it was longer, but I think it's only been 6 years. But we've been in Connecticut, in Florida for almost 6 years, and we did the podcast out of Connecticut for a couple of years before we moved. So it might be 10 years, but I don't want to know that, because we're not here, like I said, we're not here to get rich off of this. We're just here because I enjoy doing it. That's why I do it. So As I said earlier, catch the American Rebellion tomorrow, and you'll see maybe me and Jerry. Maybe you won't because he had stuff that needed to get done. Needed to take a rest too. And Jen is busy with some stuff and couldn't be there tomorrow, so that means I may be racing for all you know. But hopefully we'll be there because we have a whole lot of fun when the three of us are there. So catch the American Rebellion at 7 p.m. Eastern, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Tuesdays, catch Straight Talk Trivia with Jen on the American Rebellion channel. It's a whole lot of fun, really. Even if I answer the wrong answer on purpose or Alan McMillan answers the wrong answer on or someone else answers the wrong answer on purpose, it's still a whole lot of fun. And you'll find out something that you might not have known, that Jerry Michaels is very knowledgeable about music, all kinds of music. So when it is music topic time on trivia, he knows a whole lot that you didn't know. So make sure you get a chance to watch him. And if you're over on YouTube, do it yourself with Jerry, with Gigi. I want to guess that the last G is for garage. Do it yourself with Jerry's Garage. But I don't know. But catch Jerry, catch him on YouTube. If you have a chance to catch him there, catch him on Facebook. If you don't have a chance to catch him on YouTube, if he's over here, just remember, like I said before, there is more to life than just Facebook. Do not let it be the beginning and end of your social media experience. Make sure you go and experience social media everywhere else. Don't just believe what they might tell you about Truth Social or Parler or YouTube or this one or that one. Just go find out for yourself, and you'll use the ones you like, and you might even learn to like the ones you don't. I don't know. It's just anywhere and everywhere. For me, it's like play every game, every driving game you get a chance to play, and decide after you play the game whether or not you like it. Because you're not going to like everyone, and you are going to like a lot. And on that note, it's coming up on 7:51. So we are going to say goodbye before the alarms go off. Excuse me there. I'm sorry for that. But we're going to take our beds and free up the living room and who knows, maybe watch General Hospital. If Donna didn't go in and watch that before. So live well and prosper. Have a good time doing it. And don't let anybody else tell you that you're wrong. My grandfather came up with one of the best sayings that I've remembered all of my life. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion, even if they're wrong. So remember that. If someone says something you don't like, politely say, everyone is entitled to their own opinion, even if they're wrong. You don't even have to add to the end, and you're wrong, which I do a lot. But political theater at its finest, coming to a news feed near you, wherever you are. And it's all a comedy of errors. It should not be Republicans against Democrats or Democrats against Republicans. It should just be Americans doing what is right for America. Okay? Americans doing what is right for America. And you can decide what that is. And on that note, I'm going to reach over here and I'm going to hit this one, which takes us over to this one. And by the time I say goodnight, you'll be on your way to having a